earth do you go from being 2 MBAs, being in Singapore for 17 years, these high-flying corporate careers, to growing grapes in one of the harshest parts of New Zealand?
Yeah, we decided we wanted to work together and to go and do something we were really passionate about. And so it ended up being wine. You do find out that the corporate world has not a lot of return in terms of long-term satisfaction.
Yeah.
And you've got to get something more out of life. And so we just really needed to get something more out of life. Yeah. I can't say that it was an easy task to find what we wanted to be the world's best vineyard site. So it took us something like 2 years to find this site, didn't it?
And what is it about the site, Andy, that you just love so much?
It's a combination of things. It's the land, obviously, that can produce the best quality fruit, because that's really what we had to do. But it's also a site that's really special from the fact that it's spectacularly beautiful. As we were developing this vineyard, we would come up and sit down with a beer, and we'd actually look across and we'd say, I can't believe we've actually bought this.
Surely some people must have said, you guys are nuts.
Most of them.
Yeah. But I don't think there's anywhere on the planet that's more spectacular than Central Otago. And being here through the change of seasons, which we haven't seen for such a long time, has been absolutely wonderful.
So looking after the vines here really isn't a job for the faint-hearted. And that's why Mishas have got Rich on board. What is it like working on the edge, basically?
It's challenging at times. There's not a lot of fertility to the soil.
It's more rocks.
It's great. The schist rock absorbs the heat all day and releases it again at night, so that also helps with the frost drainage. I'm very lucky as a vineyard manager to not have to wake up in the middle of the night and have to run out and turn on a wind machine or hire a helicopter over the vineyard to warm it up a bit. The top of the vineyard, 350 metres above sea level, and it goes down to just over 200 metres above sea level at the bottom of the lakefront block. And that slope enables the cold air of the frost to drain off the hill.
So the hottest slope, is that the one just behind us?
It is.
And you call that the ski jump, is that right?
The ski slope.
Ski slope, oh.
Yeah.
Close.
When we pick the block behind us, we have to pick downhill. We actually have a bus running from the bottom coming up to the top of the hill sort of every half hour, so they catch that.
The pickers work down the hill, and there's a little bus waiting for them at the bottom to bring them all the way back up to the top to start again.
Yeah.
You're serious?
We look after our workers around here.
I love it. Having natural frost drainage is not the only piece of luck with this vineyard. After years of being in Singapore, Misha and Andy were very attuned to lucky number 8. They're 8 kilometres from town on State Highway 8 and on what was Sheep Run 238. So, at the groundbreaking ceremony, a gold Chinese coin was placed beneath the first 8 vines to return the old gold to the ground and bring luck to the new gold produced from the land, meaning their Pinot Noir, of course.
The Chinese actually came over for the New Zealand gold rush in the late 1860s.
Right.
And they came over from Australia.
Okay.
So there's quite a lot of Chinese history on this land.
I guess it would be right here where we are, isn't it?
Right here where we are. So it's been quite significant for us, having spent that time in Asia, that we're able to capture some of that history. I guess the remnants that were left behind, they don't look like much in some places, just piles of rocks, but it's where they did the actual gold mining and the sluicing.
There's definitely a really nice energy here.
There is, and a lot of people that visit here from Asia say it's a site that has fantastic feng shui. So if you look up in the hills, you've got this beautiful hill in the background, which is sort of the protection from the enemies in the Chinese mythology. And we've got hills on the sides, which are protection from the wind, and water in front, which is the life source for the vines. So it does have this amazing sense of energy and calm.
Hi, this looks very pleasant.
Come and join us.
Well, it's been a long walk for a glass of wine.
I would like to introduce you to Ollie Masters.
Hello, Ollie Masters. Yeah. I know you, Ollie, from Martinborough. We've judged together, but I haven't seen you in Central Otago much.
It's a fantastic learning curve, I guess, and it's a pleasure being here, obviously, and being involved in these wines.
Gosh, I love the smell of this Riesling. It's gorgeous limey notes, and there's some mandarin in there.
Yeah, it's one of my favourites, I guess, off the vineyard. Central Otago is obviously making a reputation for Pino Noir, but I think Riesling is also one of the great things that we're finding out about down here.
at the last London Wine Fair, this was named one of the top 100 wines at the fair. So, and it was the only Riesling or the only wine from Central Otago. So she really is in the limelight.
It's so lovely. I just want to do a big cheers.
Cheers, you deserve it.
This glass is not going to last long.
I'd like you to try the Pinot Noir because we're in Central Otago and it's all about Pinot Noir in Central Otago.
So what is it about Central Otago Pinot, in particular Misha's Vineyard Pinot, that's so different to what people further north are producing?
It's the continental climate, it's that huge temperature shift from suddenly being cold in winter through to that heat you get in the middle of summer, and that tends to keep the vibrant acid level, and particularly as the wine ages, that'll keep it alive and fresh.
It is so fresh. I mean, this is a 2008 Pinot Noir, but it tastes so vibrant and so fresh and so zesty.
Yeah,
and it's packed full of spices too.
Red fruit, cherry, plum stone, and the sort of spice character I think we're also getting from particularly this site and as part of the Bendigo area. We often see that almost a dark licorice spice aniseed character.
Yeah, the anise, definitely. Cheers to that. Fantastic. Let's get going.
Yes.
All this fresh air has made us hungry, so we're heading home with everyone for a special dinner. Even Misha's dog Bogart's excited about what we're cooking.
He's had you a dinner, Bogart.
And what are you doing over there? Those parcels look fantastic.
We've done hare Wellington, so loins of hare and covered with a little bit of pate, rolled up in a bit of pastry, and we'll fire them into a nice hot oven.
Now, surprisingly, the wine we're having with the hare Wellington is Misha's Dress Circle Pinot Gris, with rich flavours of nashi pear and manuka honey and delicious citrus. Feed us!
Here we go.
Cheers, everybody, to our hare Wellington. All right, we taste of the wine. So juicy and succulent. There'll be those of you that are probably looking at the fact that we're having a white wine, an aromatic white wine with a gamey dish like hare, and you're thinking, my gosh, this is madness. What are you doing, people? But this works so incredibly well. I know we've been going on and on and on about Pinot Noir with game. Got to try Pinot Gris with game. Chicken liver pate, lovely spices, and beautiful crisp pastry. That crab apple's sensational with it. Good work, very good work. Nice one, Andy. Well done.
Sandy.
Yep.
Praise the winemaker. Good one, Ollie.
Great grower.
Praise the joker. Excellent, Misha. Well done. Cheers, everyone. Pat and Judy Medlicott purchased their tiny 4.2 hectare piece of Central Otago paradise 10 years ago and planted 2 separate blocks of Pinot Noir. They now live surrounded by the things they love. Amazing Pinot Noir, loads of animals, and their stunning art collection. As soon as you walk into this house, you see the most incredible collection of New Zealand art. You're obviously really passionate about it. How did that sort of happen?
Both my parents were passionate about collecting and both lived in Dunedin, and they always collected the art from the Francis Hodgkins Fellow each year, and we just carried on.
Pat, I've got to ask you, you've got a degree in zoology, you're a seasoned sub-Antarctic explorer, you've had a long career as an orthopaedic surgeon, and Judy, you're a history teacher. What on earth possessed you to go into the wine game?
A fit of madness in mid-50s.
Definitely.
So is it everything you expected it to be?
It's been a lot tougher in the sense of financial involvement than I thought it was. And you need to think of the biggest number you can think of, then double it.
Oh, so it's that whole, if you want to earn a small fortune, start with a big one.
Yep, exactly. Exactly, yeah.
What was it like when you tasted the very first proper Pinot from your property?
We knew it was good, but it wasn't until it won a gold medal that we really appreciated for the first time that maybe we could produce something with the help of a lot of other people that was really high quality.
And you had something really special.
We had something really special.
The Greylands Ridge Pinot Noir 2009 made a huge impression on me quite some time back, but I remember this beautiful baked strawberry, rhubarb, cherryish note. It's plush, it's opulent. I love it. The silkiness, it's very silky on the way down, isn't it? You swallow and it's just like this kind of ribbon. You know, when I taste this, you can just tell that there's been a lot of skill involved in making the wine. So tell me a little bit about your winemaker.
Antony is from Alsace and his partner Marianne Villard from the south of France. Now they work and part owners of Alexandra Vintners Limited, which is where we get our wine made now. He's meticulous, he spends a lot of time in the vineyard, he has a lot of input into the viticulture, and he is a great enthusiast with a wonderful palate.
So what made you come from France to New Zealand?
The idea is, we wanted to try to discover some new vineyards around the world. I mean, we heard so many good things about New Zealand wines that we thought, let's have a try, Let's see what's happening. So that's the main reason.
And so what is it about Pinot Noir that you love so much?
Well, I think Pinot Noir is the king of the red variety, really. Everybody would like to have some because it's got some soft tannins, silky tannins, but unfortunately, a lot of people in the world can't really grow it.
No.
So it's very demanding, but once we have the good conditions, then we can have great wine.
Do you mind if I have a sip? Can I taste it now?
Okay, yeah.
That's got fantastic body, beautiful tannins, nice grip, and the oak is it's nice already, and it's brand new. It's not even in the bottle.
The great thing about this 2011 vintage, and about Pinot Noir here as well, it's young, it's youth, but it's got some velvety tannins, it's easy to drink, it's ready to drink, it's got a lot of complexity, it's got some length, some mouthfeel. Well, you know why I'm here from France now.
Here's a tip right now. When this 2011 Greylands Ridge Pinot Noir ends up in the bottle, make sure you get some. It's absolutely sensational. I can't wait to see the finished product. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. Judy's been racing around in the kitchen preparing a fabulous 3-course meal for their whole team. Robin and John the viticulturists, as well as Antony and Marion. And we're starting with something really new and really tasty. This is Belle, the gorgeous Greylands Ridge Rosé.
Stewart Island smoked salmon from Hot Smoke, Church Hill.
Fantastic. Yeah, a bit of rosé. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the colour.
3 grams per litre residual sugar.
It's really crisp and incredibly clean. It's a beautiful, beautiful rosé. If you thought that rosé was all about being sweet and candy flossy, you've got to try the Belle because it's so dry and delicious and very clean, very crisp. It's totally different, and it's a perfect example of what Central Otago Pinot Noir can do when it's in a rosé.
We are quite lucky to have some real fruit sweetness here in Alexandra, so we still have quite a good acidity in the wine, which works well with the food, but in the meantime, because we've got such a nice richness and creaminess from the grapes, that you can really fit some creamy salmon and some, good things like this.
I'm sort of so over that, white wine with white meat and red wine with red meat. Well, we're having pink wine with pink meat, and I think it's just fantastic. Now a match made in heaven for the Greylands Ridge 2009 Pinot Noir. Rabbit? We've got rabbit here, haven't we?
Rabbit, yes.
Rabbit from Terrace.
Terrace rabbit. Antony, what do you reckon it is about rabbit, like this, gamey flavours that go so well with Pinot?
Well, with Pinot, especially we start to have a wee bit of age, even if it's still in the youth, with 2009. But we get some kind of flavory, cinnamon, spicy, earthy notes, and I think that's what's working really well with this kind of food.
Well, I was going to give this one to Mary.
This is so good. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better...
This is a Pinot Noir cake. The recipe comes from the Ahr Valley, which is one of the main red wine growing areas of Germany.
Right.
And they, of course, specialise in Pinot. Alex was a Ridgeback cross dog that we got when we lived in New Plymouth as an SPCA puppy. and he was a super dog. And when he died, he's buried on the ridge overlooking the back block of the vineyard. And we were casting around for a name to call our second-tier Pinot, and I said, well, let's call it Alex, to commemorate the dog and to fit with the region, and the SPCA get 3% of sales.
I love that. And I really like the wine because it ticks all the boxes for what I enjoy about Alexandra Pinot Noir. All right, cheers to the cake, everyone. All right, well done, Judy. You're a star. Very spicy.
Yeah, very spicy. That's the thing, the cinnamon that's coming out of the Alex Pinot Noir every year. The nuttiness and the vanilla bean, that's perfect with chocolate.
Have you smelled the cake yet?
No, not yet.
It's fantastic. It smells so spicy.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's basically cinnamon, almond, chocolate.
Judy,
All right.
cheers to that.
That's a treat.
Oh, thank you.
You guys don't even need to try it. I'm saying right now, it's probably the best cake and wine combo I've ever tried. If it's possible for one man to be responsible for the rapid rise of a craft brewing culture in this country, it'd be Richard Emerson. Since beginning his beer career making home brews in his mum's kitchen back in the 80s, Emerson's popularity has seen them move premises 3 times, and he's gone from being a one-man band to having a busy staff of 12 and producing close to 1 million litres of beer every year.
My name is Richard Emerson. I've been brewing for over 20 years in the brewing industry, and I'm passionate about flavour and the beers from the day early in the morning, making the mash and the bready smell and the aroma, and then you have the hops adding to the beer during the middle of the day and the brew and the boil. It's fantastic aroma. One of the reasons why I don't make wine is because you can take a long time for the product to come through. I can have a beer coming out every week, being able to show up the flavours, taste them and think, oh, that's a good beer. Let's make a slight change to the recipe, and I can come up with another recipe within 2 or 3 weeks, and knowing that, that's a better beer, I'm onto something. So winemakers it's not for me. I love their wines. I rather look at this way than I'm responsible for the country's good wines because we make good beer for them to drink.
With the help of family, friends and some converted dairy equipment, the Emerson Brewing Company was born in 1992. Those first years were challenging, not least because Richard was born deaf, but expert lip reading skills, texting and email have helped smooth the way. You know, I've been dying to get my hands in here.
The hops are amazing. Yes, they're amazing aroma and flavour. You can smell the spicy, peppery, and makes the juice different in beer.
I can just tell that the blood that's running through your veins, it's not red, is it? It's like brown and fizzy. Sort of amber coloured, isn't it?
Oh, I'm happy. It's the joy of playing with the raw materials and everything and get a great product. But you could sit down at the end of the day and enjoy the fruit of your labours.
What is the beer out of your entire brewery that really keeps this place bubbling? What is the one product that's the most popular?
That had to be our Pilsner. It's the biggest selling beer by far. Beer, but lots of hop aroma and flavour. But look at the colour and then you could smell the aroma. You could smell almost the Sauvignon Blanc.
It is like Sauvignon Blanc. Really fruity, really lifted and herbaceous, kind of grassy.
Exactly.
What have been the highlights? What's been the one thing that when you remember it, you just want to weep with joy?
Oh, that is one of the best things was actually meeting Michael Jackson,
the beer hunter.
Yep. And Wellington and receiving the awards and the champion trophy for our beers in 1997. I thought it was a great moment meeting the man himself, and he was very eloquent about beers, and I was very proud knowing that we had a world-class beer. And
it was endorsed by Michael Jackson, the beer hunter. That must have been an amazing moment.
Yes, I was over the moon that day. It was fantastic.
Cheers to your Pilsner.
Cheers.
Very good. Cheers. What's that? Oysters. Richard's got a treat for me. Okay, what's first? The oyster or the Pilsner? The oyster or the Pilsner?
Oh, this is try a bit of the oyster and the beer.
So good. Oh, wow. That so works. I've never tried that before.
The saltiness of the Sauvignon Blanc house,
Yeah.
the bubble, cleansing. And it makes you want more.
It does make you want more. It is so cleansing. You're right. The saltiness of the oysters and the beautiful herbaceousness of the Pilsner. It is just stunning.
When you go back with the food between the beer and the oyster, you get different flavour revelations and
And look where we are. I mean, this is just the most amazing spot.
divine.
It's so good. You know,
Could be an aphrodisiac.
an aphrodisiac.
Could it be?
Well, I'm married.
What am I?
You might be deaf as a post, but you are sharp as a tack.
Oh,
This
but
is just
let's enjoy it.
fantastic. Cheers. Head over heels for the Otago landscape. Richard is taking me on a bit of a journey, many miles up the old Taieri Gorge railway line that his train-mad dad helped restore, to the heart of Lord of the Rings country, toward the spot Richard now calls home, Middlemarch.
We've got the Taieri Gorge today, and this is what I call a liquid hot cross bun beer.
A liquid hot cross bun. I can actually smell it from here. I don't even need to stick my nose into the glass. I can just... It is literally a hot cross bun in a bottle.
You might think that there's a lot of cloves in it. You might taste cloves. But ironically, there is no cloves in it. And it becomes all creamy.
It's
and
very
it's
creamy.
Smooth.
Now, the name of this brew is Taieri Gorge, a wonderful tribute to Richard's late father, who was presented with a certificate by the Dunedin City Council for his work on the Taieri Gorge Railway. But a spelling mistake meant it became Taieri Gorge, and Richard had a name for his new beer.
But it's nice to have the beer
I would.
special significance.
Well, I think it's a lovely way to remember a man who was so passionate about restoring the railways, and particularly the Taieri Gorge Railway. It's such an iconic piece of railway now, isn't it?
Yep.
So this is from 2000.
I made that beer in 2004.
2004. So let's have a little experiment as to what this is going to taste like 8 years on.
This would be quite a different flavour.
This will be the oldest beer that I've certainly ever tried.
I'm getting that creamy malt. Oh, a wee bit of dried apricot somehow.
Yeah, fruity.
Yeah.
Dried fruits.
Complex, so different. But you wouldn't believe that beer was 8 years old.
No.
Do you like the flavour difference in the beer?
It's like it's the first time I've ever drunk beer.
And you're fishing.
Well, I feel like I was. I feel like I was until now. That is something else. It really, really is. Well, clearly, you're pretty good at what you do. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.